take the hit, take the hit, take the hit. So let's move on to some chip strategy, shall we?
Yeah, chip strategy. Yeah, let's get it going.
Let's get into this. So right off the bat, double game week. We know that we've got double game week, game week 30. The only double game week most likely for the season. So your options are, obviously, we touched on this already. Triple captain, free hit if you have it, bench boost. That's what you do. Or if you don't have any of those chips, you got them in transfers. You got a wild card anyway.
Yeah, that's it.
So you sort it. So, for example, let's just I want to give a few little scenarios here.
Scenario.
You've used all your chips. You're done. You got bubkus, mate. It's okay.
But you're in a good spot. I mean, for anyone that's used their chips, this is a lifeline, man. This is an absolute lifeline. Like, all of this, you know what I mean?
Phone a friend. All right, phone a friend.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Thank you. Like, honestly, it's an absolute lifeline for anyone that's used all their chips. Because that's the thing is, I've seen people that have used it, and I was like, yeah, they're going to struggle come these double game weeks, 33 and 36, whatever they usually were. But you know what I mean?
And the blank. We had a blank too.
And the blank. So I feel like it's absolute, like, honestly, this coronavirus pandemic has changed the moment for these people. So, they continue anyway. So
yeah. So if you are one of those people, you got these transfers. I'd try to own maybe 4 or 5 double game week options, but you need to set up your team for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Because this is it, baby. There's no more COVID. COVID's done, man. It's over. So no more wildcards after this. So that's what you do. Now, people out there that do have a few chips left, you've got a few options here. Obviously, you can chuck your triple captain on someone. I wouldn't recommend that. I'm recommending bench boost here. I'm recommending bench boost because it's a double game week. We get, you can potentially have 15 players that play twice. So that's where my head's at, and it's beneficial as well. Why I see it so beneficial? These 5 substitutions. Yeah, you're gonna want a lot of players, and another reason why it's a gift that we've got this as the season wears on. Obviously, rotation happens, yeah? But they're rested. All these players are rested. They're going to be just thrashed for the next little bit, and then I'm sure they'll be rested. But they're not. I don't think players are going to get that much of a rest because they've only got 9 games left. So I think that's just what's going to happen. I think they're going to get a run out at the start of this. So having those 15 players, but I'm not going to have 15. I'm probably going to have maybe 8 or 9, only because of value. Once again, I'm a bit of a cheapskate with the money. The finger thing means the taxes. You're going to get taxed, man. You're going to get taxed. Yeah. You sell Trent Alexander-Arnold, you're going to lose 0.3, 0.4 on him.
That's another thing about TAA, man, is that they could win the title within a week, and all of a sudden, does he start getting rotated? Like, we don't know what Klopp's thinking right now. We've got no idea what Klopp's thinking right now. You know what I mean? Like, imagine that. Picture that. You win the title within a week. You got 6 games to be played out. Obviously, Klopp's a respectful guy. He's going to play a good team for every team that he plays against. However, I'm pretty sure he's not going to risk these players getting injured for next season, which next season is closer than we think. And you know what I mean? Like I don't know what happens here. This is something. This is uncharted territory, especially with TAA, man. Because I was thinking about TAA. Like I'm going to lose a shit ton of value if I get rid of him. So I feel like I'll wait until he gets rested or rotated, and I'll be like, you know what? To hit the button. I'll keep him for that next week, or he might play, and then I'll do it. But it's such an interesting. We keep going into that interesting moment, and I feel like there'll be more rotation than you think. That's my opinion. I think that I don't know. Like managers are going to be all over this. They're going to be all over the rotation. A lot of them are going to get thrashed. Like how we saw get Grealish. There's going to be your players that have got the stamina in them. It's like in bloody FIFA and Pro Evolution Soccer, how there's players that have 90 stamina. These are the players that, I'm not saying look at that game and gauge that. You probably could. That's actually not a bad idea, thinking about it.
I like it.
But it's just, it'd be interesting because a lot of these players that have got good stamina, they're going to be the ones that are going to get thrashed. The players that are kind of,
your Jimenez's of the world.
Yeah, those are the ones that are going to get thrashed. But then your other players that don't usually finish 90, like your Danny Ings, which I've got to be careful. That's why one thing with Danny Ings is I've got to be careful because he was rotated a fair bit towards the end of the season. But I'm just going to... They're fighting for relegation as well. So there's just so many hypotheses.
Variables.
It's amazing.
Variables are hard.
That was good. But that's the thing is that, exactly. So I feel like, there's going to be... I'm with you as well. Triple captain at your own peril, but at the same time, you never know, man. You could triple captain Sane and just dominate. Like, I'm not saying to do that. I'm not saying to do that.
Joff, why would you bring up that memory?
I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
Sane, Mahrez,
Better.
Aguero. But yeah, I'm with the bench boost as well. I'm bench boosting most likely now. At the start of this, I was like, I'm not going to bench boost. I'm going to hold it till game week 38. And I was like, you know what? Just get rid of it. Just get it done because there's not going to be another double game week, I don't think. And yeah, so I mean,
if you have a really good team right now, like if you have a team that could,
I love my team.
could
That's
put
why.
you into the end of the season, you could free hit this week. You could
Could.
do it.
Yeah.
You could just free hit, go
Love
for
my
broke.
team, man.
You go for your literally put in 11 players that are playing double game week. Go for it. You know what I mean? It's a gut check thing. I think as much as I don't really factor in rank, I know a lot of people do. Rank comes into this. If you are sitting in the 1 millions, man, free hit, go for broke, just go for it, man. You need to. You want to get your rank down.
True.
But I mean, we're sitting pretty in the top 5k.
Yeah.
So it's more of a conservative approach, I would say, when you're down that low. But at the same time, man, there's going to be people in the top 10k that just go for broke. Why not?
Yeah.
You may as well do it. So it's on a knife edge here, Joff, man.
It is.
It really is.
It is. I mean, look, saying that, we're still roughly a week away from the first fixture. So I still I'm like pro bench boost right now, but I feel like I could be pro free hit very soon because I love my team. You know what I mean? I really do. But bench boost, man. I'm bench boosted, man. But you know what? Free hit. Like I'm thinking about it now. I'm not thinking about it now. I've been thinking about it, but I reckon I'm like 80% bench boost, 20% free hit as we speak. Because my team, I just love my team. I look at my team because I was one of those sad cases that was making transfers, and I'm like, oh yeah, I've got this team positioned just magically, and then I'm like, I don't know, man. So
You could restart any moment. I'm ready.
yeah, I was always ready. I was like, yeah, exactly. I was there, but I don't know, man. So you definitely bench boosted?
Yeah, my strategy at the moment, let me just run you through it. Let me just
Let's do it.
let me open up the chapter. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to bench boost. Going to hit that bench boost button. Just going to chock my team full of it. I'm not going to lose too much value because game week 31 plus, I'm going to wildcard.
Okay.
Wildcard a team in. Probably lose like the likes of Aguero. Get a nice...
Straight away, wildcard straight away. I felt like it, yeah.
The reason why I'm going to do that is I'm going to spread my team. I'm going to spread my value because I'm a firm believer that these 5 substitutions, it's gonna be weird, yeah? And I want the flexibility of having someone like Traore off the bench or something like that. I want to have a decent 5th midfielder. Excuse me. And a decent, well, I say decent, at least someone like Holgate, or, as a 4th and 5th defender.
Yeah, I know.
So that have that flexibility, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that straight away into 31 and then just go from there. And then I've got a free hit in my back pocket whenever I want to use it. I'll be like, a free hit, but maybe I save it for game week 38 when the defenses just don't care. Everyone just lies down and goals just happen.
Yeah, we know what's going to happen, yeah.
That's what I could do. That's my current
That's a good idea.
landscape,
Yeah, I like
how
that.
it's going, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, for me as well, mine will be similar, I guess, but I mean, I'm just going with the flow. Honestly, I'm thinking about it, but it depends on whether I use the free hit or if I use the bench boost. And it's 80-20 at the moment, but leading up to the deadline, if I fall more, because I haven't made any transfers at all.
Yeah, right.
0. So I'm still, I just don't want to lose that value, You play the game and you love that value. The value is like, it's massive, So
Absolutely.
that's the only thing that's holding me back from making any transfers. But once I make my decision, I'll either, just dig up my team and just do it, I'll just click that free hit button and leave it with what it is. But no, it's fun. I'm looking forward to this. I really am.
What does your current draft look like? Before we go, I reckon we just rattle off our current drafts and then we'll leave you be. We'll leave you with this. Just sit on it for a bit. I reckon my advice is just sit on our what we've just spoken about. Just let it just move through you like energy, yeah. And then eventually it'll just come to you. Something will come to you and you'll be like, oh, bench boost. That's the way.
That's it, man. That's like I've been like off social media, and anyone that's on Instagram as well. I'm sorry if I haven't replied and stuff because I'm just off the socials. I'm trying my best to stay off the socials so that not just for this, but just I don't know. Since all of this stuff has happened, I just don't really like technology as is. I like technology. It's good, but I don't like to just abuse it and be on it all the time. So I will get back to everyone that's on Instagram with messages whenever I can. But I just want to put it out there because, like what you just said, like sometimes when I'm off it, not sometimes, when I'm off it, I feel like I'm more clear-minded about my decision-making as well. Instead of listening to other people.
No bias.
There's no bias.
Yep.
Instead of listening to other people, I never listen to other people anyway, but even if I'm watching other people's teams, I'm just like, oh yeah, they're doing that, and then it might give me an idea that I don't like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, that's just some advice, I guess. Anyway, but yeah, going through, I've got 3 drafts here, but
Just give me one. Give me your best one.
I'll give you my
Hit
best.
me with your best shot.
It's got to have Ings in it. So this one here, Edison Hernandez, Edison Henderson at the back. So they're my 2 keepers. This is like my
bulky
yeah,
goalkeepers.
this is my bench boosting one. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, TAA, O'Connell, Egan. So there's my 3. Sheffield, Doherty. I've kept Doherty.
Ooh.
And Mingsy. I've got Mingsy at the back there. So
Okay, 1 point.
yeah, and I've got 1 point. Salah, I had to keep Salah. Salah's my boy, even though who knows what happens with Liverpool. Should we talk about Liverpool after this? I think we should anyway. And then yeah, Grealish, obviously, De Bruyne, Cantwell, Johnny McGinn. I've doubled up with the Villa there.
Oh, the villain.
The villains. And I've got Danny Ings. He's my boy. Jimenez and Aguero. So that's probably the one that I might be on right now.
Yeah.
But what about yourself? What's yours look like?
Regrettably, all right, mate. Well, let's get into it. So everyone knows I'm a big proponent of the Reina-Leno combo.
I like it.
I like that, and I think I might even have 2 keepers for the rest of the season. I'm tossing that up. We'll just watch this space.
Fair enough.
I've got the 3 Sheffield defenders. So I've got O'Connell, Egan, and Basham in there. Just cheap route, 3 defenders, 2 game weeks, probably 2 clean sheets. Let's
Who
be
knows,
honest,
man? Who knows?
I mean, I reckon that could happen. TAA stayed in, and I've got Seiss in there as a Wolves defender. I mean, hopefully he plays. He's cheap, and he's only 4.6.
Yeah.
Midfield, I've got Grealish, I've got Salah, De Bruyne, Fernandes, and my 5th mid is Douglas Luiz.
Oh, Douglas.
So a firm 2 points per game from him will be nice. So nice 4 points. That's winning. And then I've got Calvert-Lewin, Aguero, and Jimenez up front. So I've only gone there with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 double game weekers for my bench boost team. So it's not over the top, and I'm just keeping the players that I will lose value on. So I've decided that I want to keep the players such as Jimenez. I'll lose 0.3. I'll lose 0.4 on TAA. Yeah. And when I wildcard in game week 31, when I restructure my team, I'm going to be losing over $1 million in accumulated value. So I just don't see the point in losing those players because they are good players.
It's a crazy one, isn't it? It's like with that bloody that Danny Ings thing as well. Like I lose 0.6, and I know it's a weird situation here, but obviously
it's gut check time.
Yeah,
it's turbo time.
It's turbo time indeed. And I feel like one thing else I want to touch on as well before we go is Liverpool as well. Again, we've spoken about it about the about these players, and if they win the title in the first week, do they rotate? Salah, Mane. What happens there? Like this is, I don't know.
The beauty of a wild card 31.
Yeah, it's true, but at the same time, maybe it gets prolonged. Maybe their title charge that they lose the first game, and then all of a sudden they're kind of, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
you handle that as it comes, though.
Of course.
I think if you're selling Liverpool players, you're crazy. I think they're going to batter Everton. I honestly do. They're going to come out pumped.
You're probably right.
Think about this.
They could win the title there.
Think about this for 1 second. Yeah, there was moments over the last 3 months where this Liverpool team thought maybe the season finishes, maybe we don't win the league, maybe it's abandoned. All of a sudden, this news has come to them, we're going to win the title for the first time in 30 years.
Yeah, true.
What are they going to do with that knowledge? They're going to come out absolutely raring to go. I can see them just absolutely just pumping Everton.
I hope you're right.
Yeah, that's what I feel. So to have no Liverpool players for game week 30, I think is madness.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm not necessarily talking about game week 30.
Yeah, beyond, we can talk about that
beyond
later.
Because they're not in the Champions League, man. That's the thing. This is the thing, is that you look at the Champions League, and obviously Manchester City's still in it. Yep. They're playing Madrid, so Liverpool not being in the Champions League, I don't know. This is, again, I just want to put it out there. I'm putting it out there, just making people aware. This is just good awareness.
You're just ruining people's lives.
No, not really.
But Salah and TAA and Firmino, the team.
With the team, Bobby. No, look, I'm going in with most likely with those two, 100%. Like TAA and Salah in my team. That's it. I've got Mane right now. That's the thing, is that that's why I love my team right now. And I just don't know whether he's worth it, because if they win the title in that first game, that's sort of tall. This is just crazy. Never before, uncharted waters.
Excellent.
But and even Wolves as well. I think that Wolves are probably the team we've got to speak about, because they've probably got the best run. I think that they've got the best run come end of the season. So
I think owning Wolves players is very important. I think Jimenez is one of the must owns. Even someone like Jota, obviously. I think you still own Jota. You used to own Jota.
I have
Jota's
Jota,
in your real team. And then obviously you got to look at Doherty. I think those three are the best three for that team.
Doherty as well.
Doherty's he's going to be epic, I reckon, at the end of the season.
He could be. He could explode.
Yep. They've got the fixtures to do it, and he's just going to be terrorising down that right wing. It's just, Doherty's dangerous.
And that's one as well. I want to speak about Manchester United because obviously they've got Tottenham first up, which it says it's a difficult fixture, but we know Tottenham, who knows what happens here.
Yeah.
And but the rest of their run is just amazing. So I think Fernandes is a great option for the for the foreseeable after game week 30. They've got Tottenham, even though it's not a bad game.
I think there's a lot of talk that Pogba obviously being back is an option, but I think Pogba helps Fernandes. I think Pogba pushes Fernandes forward.
True.
It's going to be interesting to see who plays further forward.
You're right.
And as much as I say that, it's not really going to matter because both of them are super technical, and I think they're just going to work so well together.
Yeah.
As long as they don't get in each other's way, because they're both very similar players.
Yeah, you know what?
Both box-to-box dynamics. So, but I think United are going to be amazing. Like Rashford back, Marshall's going to get injured. I mean, I pray for Marshall's legs. Marshall. Fernandes, Pogba in that midfield. That's dynamic.
That's another thing that
is dynamic.
Like this moment of rest has benefited the most for me. The teams that benefit the most as well. One of them is Manchester United because they're getting an opportunity here. Because Pogba might very well be at Juventus if none of this happened. Because you know what I mean. So all of a sudden he's got no choice but to play with Fernandes. And if they gel, Pogba could stay there. United could make the Champions League. It could happen. There's a there's a chance that this really happens. So I think Manchester United is another team that I really wanted to speak about because it's a team to look out for in these coming game weeks as well. And I mean,
can I mention one guy?
Mention him.
Can I mention the honeypot?
Is it? I think I was.
Can I mention his name?
I swear I was about to mention him. I swear to you, I was about to mention Harry.
Harry, hey, is that you? Yes, that you, Harry?
Oh man, Harry.
How you going, Harry?
I want to see his fixtures. I've got to bring him up. I want to bring up the fixtures.
I think I'm looking at him, man, as my game week 31 replacement for Aguero.
Oh, really?
He's 10.8 million.
You're considering Harry... Paul, look at those fixtures.
He is
What?
back.
What?
The man.
That is...
punted Baxter. He's back. Harry Kane's back, man. He's fit. He's firing. He wants to end the season. He's he's Harry Kane in the end.
That is insane.
Spurs are no good, but he is Harry Kane. He is.
That is. I'm just looking at those fixtures. Sorry, and that was just... Yeah, I am heavily considering... This is breaking news. I'm heavily considering Harry Kane for the foreseeable future.
This just in. Joff's lost his mind.
Man, that is crazy. But I mean, is there any other players you want to kind of touch on as well? Like with your team or with like Jamie Vardy? Should we talk about Jamie Vardy?
I think Vardy's an option, definitely.
And like, Barnes as well, who just exploded before this happened?
Nah, I don't think Barnes is an option. I think Calvert-Lewin, for people out there that like me, I've got some value built up in Calvert-Lewin. I think he's an option for Everton. I think this Everton team is obviously there. We've got to remember they're under Ancelotti now.
Yeah.
Even Richarlison's an option if you want to go there. And I mean, just briefly, obviously we touched on Jimenez, but I mean Jamie Vardy is an option, man. Yeah. Definitely.
I mean they got Watford away, Brighton at home, away and home. Watford, Brighton, Everton, Crystal Palace, like. And they've got difficult fixtures towards the end, but we know that Jamie Vardy loves those red fixtures. That's when he thrives. He usually scores away from home as well. Yep. That's the thing is, who knows? This is just
who knows?
The more we go into this,
pull him out of the hat. What about Abraham, Joff? Yeah. Now, have you heard the news about Timo Werner?
Hit me.
Have you heard that Timo Werner's coming to Chelsea?
100%.
Oh, it's pretty much done. Yeah, it's pretty much done deal. Yeah, so Werner will most likely be at Chelsea next season.
Sick.
So the first thing I thought about that was Abraham. Okay, Abraham needs to prove something at the end of this season.
Yeah,
he's back fit.
I like that.
I mean, he's playing for his life at Chelsea really because Timo Werner's like I don't know much about him personally.
He's good.
I've heard he's good, but some people say he's amazing. Some people say he's just good. So but obviously Chelsea are buying him to replace Abraham. He's going to be our centre forward, the starting centre forward. He's going to have to, live under the guise of the Chelsea striker Hoodoo, and hopefully he can live up to it.
Chelsea striker Hoodoo. Drogba. No one since Drogba has just done it. Even though Tammy's probably been your next...
Tammy's done good, yeah.
Like, besides, who else in between? Is anyone else that's kind of done that?
There hasn't been much.
If you get Werner, he's good. He's like a Mario Gomez. Probably a better version of Mario Gomez.
Okay, interesting. So that saying that, I think Abraham's an option, man, because he's gonna have to prove himself for the rest of the season.
True, I think that's amazing. I think that's a really, really good way to put it because he's got Villa straight up as well, which is his former team, and who knows? He could bury him as well, get a double or something. I'm pretty sure he got a double against them earlier in the season when he came back from injury. I remember he burned me. I took him out. I remember that. Oh yeah, I remember that. Bastard. He's a Mason Mount's even one to look at as well.
Yeah. I mean, he was one I was looking at. Before the season ended, but I was making transfers. I took him. I I couldn't afford him by 0.1. I wanted to get rid of Barnes for Mount, but I couldn't afford him. But definitely Mason Mount's on the
Mason Mount's one, and even like looking at you're speaking about Everton, Richarlison's had a good season.
Yep.
Son's had a good season, and they've got really good fixtures. I think Son could be one that I'm considering as well after looking at. That's the thing is that's how much I haven't really looked at it until yesterday and today was when I really started looking at it. But I missed Tottenham. It clearly shows how much that I'm not going to put their plays in. But now I'm considering them, man. Who knows? Like maybe between Son and Kane, and there's not much value difference. Like Son's 9.7, I think, and Kane's 10.8. So definitely considering both of them now. But anything else we want to talk about,
mate? I think we've wrapped up a fair bit. We've locked in a lot of information in this episode. I hope you guys have all enjoyed it.
Hope you have.
And I mean, let us know. Head over to Twitter at FPL Take the Hit at Twitter and Instagram if you've enjoyed this. Let us know. I'm sure you have. I mean, I've enjoyed it. Joff's enjoyed it.
It's been good to be back.
It's been amazing to be back. We're obviously so grateful for all you guys. We love all you guys, and
we do. Thank you so much. Thanks for all the support as well. We really appreciate it. Seriously,
thank you so much. So a special big shout out to all our Patreons. You guys know exactly who you are.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, guys. Even for sticking through, COVID.
True.
You guys are legends. Like, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. That's really appreciative. Yeah,
that's it. So we're back now, and we ain't going nowhere. We're here for 9 game weeks. We're gonna go straight through this season, giving you some sweet FPL content. Joff and Mick and Joff, we are back.
That's it, we are back, guys, and we appreciate everything. Appreciate all the support in the close as well. So since there's been no game, so thank you all, and stay tuned for our next video.
Yeah, mate, we'll be back. So as we say at FPL Take the Hit, always remember to stay positive.
Keep chasing them green arrows, guys.
See you guys.
Take the hit, take the hit.